What's good, everybody, and welcome back to Koffee with Tia, episode 3, part 2. We are still in conversation with the multi-talented hustler Reece Maloney. I also have some exciting news for you guys. Now, Alantori are kindly sponsoring 5 of my subscribers who like, share, and comment their legacy name on this video. On Facebook and YouTube, 1,000 Linden worth of gift cards, so you guys can shop your hearts out at Alantori. Many other giveaways announced throughout the interview, so make sure you guys watch the full interview to avail these giveaways. So without holding you up anymore, let's continue our conversation with Reece Maloney. So Rick, earlier in part 1 we were speaking about SL limitations, and touching upon those lines of SL limitations, I'm sure there's a lot of things that go haywire with your field of work. Have you ever directly dealt with any such criticism, and what is your response?
I really like feedback. When people don't like something, I would love to hear that. Also, negative feedback is also feedback, you know? Like, for example, that this brand was there, or this and this can go better. That means that I can work harder on something, and that something can still improve.
That is indeed a very positive approach to look at. While having feedback for your work allows you to make room for improvement, positive or negative. And if needed, it also gives you a third-person point of view, which is, I think, in my opinion, is very, very crucial. Now, Reece, you manage a lot of events. So what does your day in a life look like, especially before and after an event?
Stressful. So Fridays, for example, I wake up at 6, at 7 o'clock. I'm behind the computer and I upload all the texts for Menly Weekend. They have to be on the website, they have to be in the note card, do all the promotion on social media, on Flickr, on Facebook, Instagram, send out the notice in World, which is at 9 o'clock for the sales room. And the sales room also needs a lot of attention, of course, because we need to make a gallery. We need to help people set up everything. We got a lot of questions, of course, you know, can I use this product? Can I do this? Can I do that? Tons of questions. And I honestly think that support is extremely important. My mission is to respond to everyone. I'm also never on busy mode because and I also don't really receive note cards, to be honest, like often, because people just contact me directly because they know that they get a response really quickly. Stay connected to people.
I must imagine like it's all, once your events are over, I think you have a day or two to breathe, and then again it's another event, isn't it?
Yeah.
You mentioned about Sales Room being a weekend event and also Manly Weekend as a weekend event as well, right? How do you juggle the both, especially they both are on the weekends?
Yeah, it's a challenge. It's harder, but again, you know, it's my biggest hobby. So for me, it's a challenge. For me, it's fun for me. Again, I like to work hard. If I do it with passion, then I don't mind. You know, my hobby, I really enjoy this. I really don't mind.
Right. And tell us about like any challenges you face in your everyday events that you've come across by either customers or creators, and can you share like if you have a story that you want to share us with?
Yeah,
any challenges?
It's what I can say about this, that it's very fragile. It's a very fragile job. What do I mean with fragile? Let's say, I don't know, somebody has an issue with Alantori, and you know, it doesn't really go well. I don't know. The person says that the quality is bad. Something is wrong with the item, the rigging is bad, or you know, something like that. The challenge is to help that customer, but you're in a very, very fragile point, because if that one customer, for example, says something bad about you, that means that I'm bad as a person for the sales room, Menselected, Menly Weekend, 50 Linden Clock, and Alantori. You know what I mean? That's a bit of a challenge, you know. I feel like I'm a lot on my toes when it comes.
That is very interesting to know, and I completely understand your point of view, given you have an image to maintain and also carry out par excellence customer support. So you're always on the front line, ready to take the hit. Right, so coming to your baby of an event, which you've just started, I think it's been a month and a half or month for the sales room that has been started, but it is on trend. It is the most talked about event right now, and it is an amazing weekly event. So Rick, tell us about the sales room. Tell us all the details. We're very eager to know.
So, thank you so much for the excitement. It's like you said, it's really my baby, and it's been a lot of sleepless nights the last few weeks to organize this. So the sales room is a very cool concept that has that I came up with about 6-7 weeks ago, I think. I wanted to have an event that had really the best designers in Second Life offering a sale item, but only something that is available during the weekend. And the reason why I want to do this is that as a designer, we see that there are so many events, and there's so much pressure also, to make something on time. So I wanted to organize something for items that that were already released, but then in an event setting. So everything in one place. For a price of 50 to 75 Linden Clock. When I came up with the idea, I contacted Amber, the owner of Uber. She found it also a really good idea, and I was really blown away because Amber is quite big in my eyes. I mean, the owner of Uber is, in my opinion, the best event in Second Life. Said, let's go for it. I'm super excited, and I just couldn't believe it in the beginning. But I like the way you work, and I said I like the way you work. So we put the hands together and created the sales room, and it's been a huge success since then. I mean, I remember going that week that we were working on it for 2 days to my parents, and I told my mom, I said, if I could get 60 ply for the event, I would be so happy. And currently we have 260 that want to join the sales room, but we only have a limited space, so we even have a huge waiting list of like 160 people that are in the waiting list now to join. Yeah, amazing. I mean, the opening weekend was a huge success. Promoted a lot, of course, and we put a lot of time and effort and money in the promotion. Popularity has been blown up really, and I'm really happy about this.
Consumers and for shoppers, everything getting under one roof is, it's a dream, and for that low price, and I've seen the sales room. You've got the top-notch designers there, offering prices which are as low as 50 to 75 Lindens, which is amazing. I eagerly wait for Fridays to come, and then I can shop from the top-notch designers there. We've also looked at the pass round for the sales room, and it offers a diverse range for the male community as well. The ratio for men to female is pretty much on the equal side of things, really. So what is your take on it? How do you maintain the male to female ratio on your event?
That's a big challenge though, to have a balance of men and female stuff. Actually more content for women in general and Second Life, so again to create that balance, super hard. Now it's working really good, and we still have a lot of variety for men and for women, but it's really for everything really. It's also for furniture and stuff like that. Coming to that, I want to do a big shout out if I may. Shout out to Zaker. Zager is one of our event designers. He also created this setting that we're in right now, the sofas, tables, the lamps and everything.
Bougie furnitures and really good quality furniture. So definitely I'll link in Zacher's main store here and marketplace. So do feel free to check out Zacher as well.
Zacher is also one of our designers, for example, at the sales room, and every week he comes with something really cool, and it's just unbelievable how that he's willing to sell something for such a low price. I mean, it's really a steal, honestly. But that really goes for all the designers in the sales room. We even have skins by Not Found, by folks, so home accessories, garden furniture, whatever,
The amount of creativity that creators nowadays create for, these weekend events. I've spoken to a few creators, and they especially create these products for the, weekend sales, and ratio for creating products for weekend sales is higher than the ratio for creating, for a monthly event. So what are your take on this? Because this is a trend that's been shifting on Second Life.
I totally agree on that, Tia. The change in customer need is completely changing. From what I hear and from what I see, and I do a lot of research on this. Also, I talk a lot. Main events basically are getting less, or spend less in normal events. Why? Because they rather just wait for like six weeks or 2 months or 3 months whenever that item, that's been released at the event is going to be on sale. I mean, that's again from the customer's perspective. The reason why this change is because of inflation in real life. Things are getting more and more expensive in real life. People have bigger bills. I mean, gas prices have gone up. Cost of living has been exploded these days. So I think people put more their hand on their wallet, so to say. So they rather just wait, and that's also one of the reasons why I created the sales room to give that event experience, but not to come there with like $50, like literally with $5 you can shop a lot of things at the sales room. You can almost buy everything from every designer, so.
And when you get quality with the amount of lindens you spend, you're a happy person.
That's it.
For sure. And so does the sales room do any giveaways or special prices, or you're thinking of something in the future?
So we're doing regularly a giveaway. Last time we did a giveaway of 10,000 Linden. We're gonna do something also soon. Maybe I can announce that now actually over here.
Please go ahead.
So we created an Instagram account. The Instagram account is Salesroom SL, and on the Salesroom SL account on Instagram we do giveaways. It's really cool because you will see one gallery basically of all the items that we sell every week. Tuesdays most probably we will delete all the pictures from previous week and then update it again on Fridays with the current.
So you don't have like a backlog of all the pictures, so people don't get confused.
Exactly. So all the pictures that are on Instagram then on the account will be available during that weekend, so it's not confusing for people. I will do a giveaway of 10,000 Linden, so that will be split then on Instagram and on Facebook. So 5,000 Linden on Instagram and 5,000 Linden. Actually do 15,000 Linden, maybe also do a raffle in World. And the raffle is basically teleporting to the event, click on the raffle board, and then your chance to win 5,000 Linden. Like the page, comment their username, and share the post, and then they can win it.
All you have to do is like, share, and comment on Facebook and on Instagram, and follow the sales room on both the accounts, and you are in chance to win the giveaways. And thank you for announcing that on Koffee with Tia. We touched upon now about social media. We spoke before as well briefly about how social media can be a very powerful tool, especially for Second Life. Now that you've mentioned giveaways and all these small, exciting Easter eggs, so can you talk to us more about how do you handle social media?
Social media is extremely extremely powerful to get the name out and to promote your items. I think that a lot of Second Life users use Second Life account on Facebook. I mean, giveaways is a really big. Instagram these days is also getting more and more popular. The Flickr is a very powerful tool too for Second Life.
Yes, brilliant. I absolutely have to agree on that, because nowadays we hardly look at our real life Facebook, and we are 24 hours on the Second Life Facebook. I think you have to agree with me on that, don't you?
Oh my God, I have to put my finger up in the air here. Yes, yeah, that's me. I mean, it's crazy if I see constantly logged into Reece and not into my real life account. I literally never really log into my real life account anymore. Just maybe 5 minutes a week or so,
So speaking of real life, so tell us more about Rick in real life. Who is Rick? What is his personality compared to Second Life?
Rick is somebody that really loves to work really hard, make everybody happy. I really like to go on holidays, for example. I really like to go out for dinner, enjoy life in general. And that also gives me a lot of energy also in Second Life. It gives me a lot of ideas for events, for items for Alantori. Winter sports, for example, go skiing, go snowboarding, for example. I used to be a ski teacher before, so I come from a very active background, basically. And that's taking a toll on me a little bit, that I sit down a lot because I work approximately 12 to 14 hours a day, I would say, at the moment on Second Life with all the projects and work. And I gained a lot of fat, so I'm really thick at the moment. I have to make some time in real life now.
Well, as long as you're happy and healthy, that's all that counts. And, you're enjoying life. I think that's important for all of us, that, you should stay fit, happy, and just enjoy life no matter what goes on. For sure that you love food as well. We spoke about food on the other day as well. Tell me, what is your go-to food or comfort food?
I would say Asian foods. I really love noodles, rice, Indian, Japanese, sushi. Fish I like a lot, like seafood and stuff. Not really healthy foods, you know, in this sense. I do like healthy food actually. Right now where I can count the calories, so like a limit of calories that I can take every day. Go for a walk, for example, you know. That's something that I really want to, but for some reason I just don't manage all the time. There's a designer or a customer or something. But I really would love to have like an hour of walking, for example, a day, you know. Challenge actually to make that time, to be honest.
The nature of your job really is actually sitting down in front of a screen. I think it's a good initiative that you've started to cut your calories down as well. Watch that cup of coffee you're holding in your hand. It's got a lot of sugar and cream as well, you know. So.
Yeah. But in real life I have black coffee without sugar and without milk. But maybe you can help me. So what do you do for to stay active?
I practice meditation on a regular basis.
Ooh,
Apart from that,
good.
having a minute free is like a challenge for me nowadays.
Yeah.
So I can imagine like I'm on the same boat as, you know, you're feeling right now. I do enjoy Taekwondo. I'm a brown belt Taekwondo.
Ooh.
When I do get a chance, I love to practice, but...
So you're not an aggressive person?
Well, I am aggressive when it comes to competition. Oh, try me then.
Come, challenge me.
Yes. To wrap up the evening, let's move on to some fun and lighter questions now. What was the last thing you looked up online?
Yeah, Flickr. How to use Flickr in many ways, because I'm still confused with Flickr. So I really want to find out how everything works and how to make groups and stuff like that. Again, I'm a bit lost. So Flickr, help me, please. Thank you.
On its own, it's a different kind of advertising tool, but a very powerful one for sure.
Especially for Second Life, because there are a lot of 70 or 80% of all the pictures on Flickr are from Second Life.
Absolutely, that's facts right there for you. Flickr has become a very, very powerful tool for bloggers and, you know, advertising a Second life there. So I totally agree on that point. Right, so moving on to the next question.
Okay, I'm excited.
Okay. So if you could have a superpower, Reece, what would you choose?
Oh, a superpower. A superpower would be, wow. I would love to have like a meeting, for example, with Elon Musk is like my role model in lots of things. Make spaceships going to Mars and stuff like that. I mean, it's just so cool. He just does whatever he comes up with. And then in Second Life, secretly, I would love to be the owner of Lelutka. Like my dream to become as popular as Lelutka, really. She stayed really, really humble, and I really have a lot of respect for that. There are also other designers that are also very popular. But they are so in the background and you never really hear anything from them. They also would never really give something back or whatever, you know. Lelutka does all of this, you know. They give the best heads in Second Life for free. I mean, come on, that's amazing, you know.
It's good to have that giving back to the community spirit as well. I think that's very, very important.
I totally agree. And that's also that I try to do, you know. I also do giveaways. I give away Linden gift cards also for Alantori. And people that are buying something from you or going to your events, I think you should also do something back.
I think because Second Life is such a close-knit community, and the way you've described Lelutka Zono, I think we should definitely get her on Koffee with Tia. Don't you agree?
Oh, definitely. I mean, get her in. She's amazing.
Lelutka, if you are hearing,
join Koffee with Tia.
Please, we would love to have you here. It will be a pleasure to have you here as well.
Exactly, and go on my knees and pray, you know, and put my hands down. You know.
And what's one piece of music you keep on repeat in your playlist?
Oh, I am a huge deep house lover, as in like classic house music.
Well, wow, okay. House music is definitely one of the go-to music for me as well. So that was very interesting to know about your personality, about what you like and what you don't, and about your busy lifestyle and how do you manage and juggle things. So thank you so much, Reece. With that, I would like to wrap up the evening for you. And it has been an absolute pleasure having you at Koffee with Tia. And we hope all the luck to you for all your events and future events as well that you will come up with. We also wish you luck on the future project that I know you're working on, and I hope, keeping my fingers crossed, that will turn out a huge success. And very soon I would be fortunate enough to announce that officially on Koffee with Tia as well. So good luck to you on that, and listeners, keep an eye out for a very exciting project coming from Reece very, very soon.
Tproductions, thank you so much for having me. Thank you very much. Yeah, I really enjoyed it, and as mentioned before, if you look for a body to go out with, or to go to to explore something new in Second Life, I will be more than happy to join you.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that, Rick.
And please like and subscribe.
Oh yes, of course. You told me that last time.
Yeah.
Please like and
Guys,
subscribe.
yeah. I mean, give Tia a big thumbs up for this video, and share it and subscribe to her channel. I mean, she's doing an amazing job. She's working really hard on this, and as mentioned before, she's really in contact with everybody, which was one of the reasons why I wanted to have an interview with her. The fact that she responds to everybody that comments, that she's very social with everyone. So Tia, thank you very much. And guys, if you're watching this, give her a click on the subscription button and like this video.
I'm sure you enjoyed that fun of an interview with Reece Maloney. Stay tuned for more such content coming out very soon, and I shall see you in the next episodes of Koffee with Tia. Till then, stay virtual and God bless.